Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 96, back in the Xbox One world. And guys, look, I pride myself on transparency and honesty. And look, there's been things going around, if you've been paying attention online. And I just want to get out in front, well, not really in front because videos have been made, but like I just want to address, things that have been said about me, particularly, and I would like to just respond to, a few of the points of the videos that have been made about me, and, yes, I am a fraud. I am. Look, man. Honestly, I don't even like mangoes that much. Honestly, I don't even really eat them, man. I don't know. Me? I don't, man. I don't think I really am as big a fan of YA books as much as I say I am. I don't even think frickin' I'm as big of a fan of basketball as they say I am. I don't know. I am just one big fraud. And if I were to hire employees, I feel like they would say that about me too. And they would make frickin' one long video with a conspiracy board because that's what people do in this day and age. I am a fraud, man. Notice anything about this skin? Oh man, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of fraudulent things about me, man. Look, I just want to get ahead of it, I don't want to make another iPhone Notes app apology because I don't have an iPhone. I don't want to make a response video where, I just want this to be the definitive place to go. Look, man, I admit it. I'm a fraud, okay? Look, I've rigged a lot of videos, man. In Life is Strange, I rigged the choices to go one way over the other, man. You think I wanted to frickin' kiss Chloe? It's like, no, of course not. I think frickin' Chloe and Rachel are frickin' the ideal ship in Life is Strange. But look, I chose to kiss Chloe, man. I rigged the choices, man. I did that. If I were to do giveaways, I feel like I would frickin' skimp out on them. I feel like I would just promise stuff and frickin' not deliver, Like, you think I can afford a MacBook? You think I can afford a MacBook? Like, dude, like, I'm looking at my laptop right now, man. It's a frickin' Lenovo, it's still, look, I paid a hefty frickin' sum for it in my eyes. But I can't give away MacBooks, man. Like, I can't give away MacBooks. You think I can? You think? And it's like, I don't know, man. If I were to create like a candy frickin' brand, like, how am I supposed to protect against people vandalizing it? Like, I don't know. Like, who vandalizes candy? Who does it? Who puts the stickers that I personally and my team put on candy? Who frickin' puts the stickers on other things in Walmart, man? I don't know. Like, it's like and like, if I were to make a fast food restaurant, like, I can't control the friggin' chicken nuggets not being up to par. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, hire better workers? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I'm just getting a bit upset here. I mean, like, my PR team, like, I hired a whole PR team back in like 2020 when I first started getting really big, and it's like, it's just getting to be too much, man. I'm just a single person in the end of this, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what I can do to freaking, like, solve it. Like, the video's already been made. It has like 10 million views. What am I supposed to do? Oh man. Well, I mean, like, honestly, like, look, man, I guess I need to look into curing freaking more blind people, man. It's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do that, man. Look, man, I'm planning my trip to Africa as we speak, okay? Look, I'm planning it, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna do there, but, I'm gonna go to Cameroon and frickin' be like, look, you need to frickin' go all out in trying to get Joel Embiid to play for you in 2028, okay? Like, you need to frickin' launch a whole campaign. Oh, man. Anyways, good transition there, right? Oh, man. It's about all I can freaking say about that subject. It's a really funny thing that I found this skin. It literally is a teen boy. It's a teen boy skin, and then this is a teen girl skin. This also relates to freaking something that happened, you know. Hey, anyone watching the Olympics, man? Stuff that happened? I don't know. I'm interested in certain things about the Olympics, namely that in gymnastics, apart from Simone Biles and freaking the U.S. women's gymnastics team, asserting their dominance, with Simone Biles, Suni Lee, Jordan Chiles, like those people, Jada Carey, I think, yeah, basically the U.S. women's gymnastics team just dominates with a bunch of medals, and then Simone Biles won like what 2-3 more golds on top of friggin' all the medals she already does have, Suni Lee got a bronze medal in an individual competition, like I don't know, but apart from the dominance of the U.S. women's gymnastics team, the Philippines has a men's gymnastics has a men's gymnastics athlete called Carlos Yulo, and he won not one but 2 gold medals, becoming the first Filipino male to win a gold medal in the Olympics in history, right? Which is pretty freaking significant. Just wanted to shout that out after freaking all of the ridiculousness I did with that freaking opening. I just see things, like I just have to freaking make something out of nothing. Okay, I have to make something out of freaking like whatever is going on in the world, okay? I think that's my thing, at the end of the day, I just want to talk about just, certain things, in a somewhat fun and entertaining way. Hopefully I'm somewhat fun and entertaining, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I thought I was just going to talk about just like basically like everything from the gymnastics that I've noticed or thought was cool. Namely that freaking men's gymnastics. I really want to learn more about it. Man, I really want to freaking watch more of men's gymnastics. Like, oh man, like I specifically want to know like how was the pommel horse created? Like how? Like who decided that the pommel horse needed to be added? Because it's like, yeah, in gymnastics there's different sections of it. There's rhythmic gymnastics, which is just like performing like a dance routine. It's most similar to dance, and then there's like the gymnastics that Simone Biles does, where she's literally just flying in the air, just like an amazing athlete, the way she just like hangs in the air and just does all of the freaking flips and twirl, like just does everything, amazingly impressive. There's gymnastics where you're on like, an apparatus, but whether it be, a balance beam or uneven bars, right? And the pommel horse is one of those things. And I'm like, who decided that like it's the pommel horse, man? I don't know. I know I could look into it, but like I don't know. I just want to know like if the pommel horse was just already there along with uneven bars or parallel bars or freaking a balance beam when gymnastics was originally, in the early years of gymnastics, or if they had to add it. And like I don't know, man. I wonder what freaking went through the guy Steven Nadrosik, something like that. Whatever happened, what went through his mind? What inspired him to choose the pommel horse as his thing? He is the pommel horse specialist, Yeah, basically, I'm talking about the men's gymnastics team for the U.S. winning bronze, and like, they're getting their first bronze medal since 2008, I believe. Yeah, so I don't know. I was captivated with that. I don't know. I just love the freaking pure, freaking wholesome, masculine energy coming out of all of that team. It's just like there's a whole like I'm just been watching clips, just like highlights from the NBC channel basically, instead of like watching it on TV, because I guess I don't have as much freaking time, to just sit down and watch through all of the events. But I don't know. That was like one of the big highlights of the Olympics. And the Olympics are almost over, so I guess basically by the time this is out, the Olympics probably will be like in its final day, or just like over already. So I guess I'm just getting all my thoughts out now. I just really one of one of the earliest things from watching the Olympics for me was I just loved watching the men's gymnastics team, man. Like their energy, just how they hype each other up. Like, oh my god, dude, it's just cool. And basically the Steven, the pommel horse guy, just stole the show, man. He's such a freaking cool ass freaking guy, man. Just with his freaking tick rimmed glasses, you know. He takes his freaking glasses off and does that, man. Oh my god, the things he was doing on that pommel horse, it just really is. It really is just like, damn. Like, I don't know. That's just impressive. It really is. It really is impressive, you know. Anything else that happened other than freaking the main, like, thing I said I'm interested, but I'm actually kind of fraudulent on. Yeah, just skateboarding. Yeah, skateboarding. I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, like all of the skateboarders are freaking really young, man. But there was like one, yeah, in like the skate park competition, where there's like a bowl and you have to do like a bunch of, yeah, and it's like time trials basically. Yeah, because the two skateboarding Olympic events are park, where it's a bowl, yeah, with like, yeah, it's basically like a thing you would find at like a normal skate park, basically, and the street competition, which is basically like, you know, street skating, you know, because in skating there's vert skating and street skating, and I guess like, you know, like park is kind of, you know, more. Yeah, like I think my park might be its own category, but yeah, like I think most people who like are street skaters also like, you know, skate in parks too. But yeah, vert skating is specifically like Tony Hawk is basically like the big like vert skater. If you've heard of him, I don't know if you've heard of him. That guy on the video game, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. I think like from my very basic knowledge, like vert is like, yeah, Bob Burnquist is an example of another one, I think. Yeah, and it's basically competing like at, if you see the X Games where frickin' Tony Hawk was doing the 900, that's like a vert competition, I think. Like that specifically was an example of vert skating, where it's like a big like half pipe, you know, and trying to do like stuff there. But you know, I don't know, I just like watching the skateboarding because that's a cool thing. It's just cool no matter what, you know. Oh man, there's been new events added to the Olympics. I don't know, people have been talking about freaking new events. You know, I don't know, it's I don't know. I don't know. I guess why am I being vague about things? I don't know. I just don't want to freaking talk about everything everyone else is talking about, you know? Like, I just see things on Twitter and I'm like, okay, it could be fun to talk about, but, you know, how can I just stop myself from just saying things that just, like, everyone else has said before, you know? I'm just trying to not exactly do that, you know? Trying to not. So, yeah. I don't know. If anyone has watched the Olympics, I guess, freaking, or is on Twitter, people can figure some things out, you know? But, yeah. Anyways, other events, I've watched track, you know. Someone became a world champion. Shout out to that guy, Noah Lyles, you know, winning the men's 100-meter gold, you know. Just the purest freaking like form of like the purest track event. Just basically who is the fastest, basically. Yeah, who is the fastest at 100? Yeah, it's sprinting. Like who it is interesting because like I heard someone like compare it. I was listening to some podcast, I don't know, and like they were kind of comparing it to like a combat sport, you know, like the 100 meter specifically, comparing it to a combat sport. Like you have to freaking want it the most. You have to literally take people out, you know. And like we've seen in the women's 100 meter, that Sha'Carri Richardson was like, you know, a favorite in that, but then this woman from St. Lucia overtook her and got the gold instead. Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool thing. There's also was a runner from Botswana, right? Who got Botswana her first gold medal in St. Lucia. That woman from St. Lucia got the country of St. Lucia their first gold medal. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, like I don't know. Like to talk about things in the past, man. I don't know. Track is fun to watch, but like on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just can't like imagine, you know, running that fast. You know, obviously, I can't. It's hard to relate to it. Honestly, it's hard to relate to freaking track, man. It's like I would like seriously. Did I talk about freaking? Oh man, man, there was a whole episode where I talked about my middle school PE experience. Here's a little nugget, like a little side story from it. In 6th grade, there was this thing called like we as an entire 6th grade in my middle school did basically like a whole like mock Olympics, basically, where like certain classes were like given shirts and like made and like certain classes were represented as countries, basically. So like I remember my country being Ireland with my class in 6th grade, and then we each had to choose to compete in events. Yeah, we had to compete in a track event and then 2 field events. So the track event I competed in was the 200 meters, which is half a lap, basically. A lap around a track is 400, and then 200 is half of it. So yeah, that was the track event I chose. Just being like, yeah, I mean 100 is like, I would get my ass just like blown out. I got blown out into 200 too, but just a little, just you know, not as embarrassing, I guess. even though when I competed in it, yeah, I distinctly remember when like the gun sounded, because they actually did fire a gun. When the gun sounded, like I was running as fast as possible in my mind, and then like when I was like 60-70% done, like turning the corner, the next heat of runners just were already freaking like behind me. Like I mean, just saying, man. I don't know. I'm sorry I don't have video proof, man. I'm sorry, man. That's another way I'm fraudulent, but still, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I just didn't want. I just didn't really vlog my life back in middle school, man. What was I supposed to do, man? Honestly, what was I supposed to do? Like, I'm sorry that I didn't make Minecraft videos since I was 13. I am sorry that the first video I uploaded, it wasn't in 2013, and it wasn't in Minecraft. I'm sorry, but like I was doing different things back then. Not reading, but you know, I was watching friggin' SSOH VKC. I don't know. Man, I was watching Legend of Korra. I mean, yeah. So yeah, like I was doing the 200 meter. Yeah, I did that. Got smoked in it. Just, you know, again, being a slow runner. Yeah. And then the 2 field events I did were the long jump and then the shot put. Yeah. So basically, I don't know. I remember the field events being fun. It was just like it was just like you just had to wait, and then you did it, and then that was it. The Olympics basically was like a whole day event. It was basically from like the morning all the way until like 2 p.m. I would assume. Yeah. I don't know. It's a distinct kind of memory I have of like doing the long jump and doing the shot put. I don't know how I did on the shot put. I forgot. It's about throwing like a ball. Yeah, throwing like a heavy steel freaking weighted ball, and then freaking throwing it and seeing how far you can freaking throw it. So yeah. Oh man, any other things from the Olympics, man? There was skateboarding, track. I like, in terms of like the events that I paid attention to. Yeah, anything else? Shooting. There was like certain freaking shooters who freaking were captured the eyes of Twitter. You know, there was a Turkish shooter. There was like there was some Asian shooter who freaking got viral. Also, yeah, a female Asian shooter who got viral. Oh man! And then there was someone on Twitter who commented like, "Why isn't America good in these shooting events?" I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it at that. Oh man, just leave it at that. Man. Oh yeah, and like the Japanese volleyball team. For the Japanese volleyball team, they played like music from Haikyuu after like before or after a game. Something like that. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I think I saw a clip of like Japanese like kids like training in volleyball, and I'm like, is this the Haikyuu generation? Is this like, are like, yeah, how many, what is the percentage of these children who decided to take up volleyball because they were reading or watched Haikyuu, you know? Oh man, what, I mean, I don't know, must be a non-zero freaking amount, man. Oh man, yeah, there's just, yeah, again, there's just every sport imaginable in the Olympics. Yeah, a USA woman won gold in wrestling, which is cool. Oh yeah, rugby, yeah, how did I forget about rugby? USA women in rugby, they won the bronze medal on just an extremely freaking insane, just last second freaking play where, I don't know, if you don't know, yeah, like rugby is basically just football how it should be. It really is. It's American football how it should be. It's like there's no pads, there's no gear. They're literally dressed like soccer players, but basically the basic structure is the same, right? Where it's but except there's none of these freaking stupid ass things called downs or freaking whatever. Like it's literally like there's an egg-shaped ball, right? And your job is to run to the other side and like and run to the goal and score it, right? And then afterwards you get to kick that egg-shaped ball into a field goal type thing, similar to the NFL, right? And like, I don't know, man, that last freaking play, oh my god, dude. Yeah, like, yeah, I think they beat New Zealand, right? Yeah, they beat New Zealand or Australia. Yeah. Oh no, Australia. I think Australia won gold. New Zealand, yeah, New Zealand freaking, or no, New Zealand won gold, or yeah, something. Yeah, I'll correct it in the post freaking video, whatever. But yeah, like the American women won bronze. It was a great freaking sight. Like, I don't know, like watching the highlights, I'm like, this is literally what the NFL should be like, man. Like, I don't know, like the flow of it, you know? It's like you can just toss it to whoever, right? There isn't any restrictions on like tossing it, right? Like you run and then you toss it and then frickin' like get to the end zone, basically. It just seems way more fluid and frickin' intuitive than frickin' the actual American football as at least for me. So man, that was another highlight. Yeah, basically. Oh man, just nice Olympic event. It's just nice to check the NBC channel and just see like all the different sports and just like see like bite-sized like chunks of it, you know. And just, you know, because like these probably aren't, you know, like most of the people watching the Olympics don't watch like most of the freaking sports by themselves. Like most like Olympic people watching the Olympics probably don't watch like fencing on its own or wrestling on its own or judo on its own or, you know, rowing on its own. But, you know, true to NBC channel, you can, true watching the Olympics, you can see freaking these, how the hell did a skeleton get in my house? You can see these like freaking events, you know, and be like for the brief period of time be really into it. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice being into freaking just watching all these different types of sports for a brief period of time. You don't have to be freaking that into it, man. You can just like appreciate, I don't know, the artistry, I guess, of certain sports. Oh man, I guess there was another you know, thing that happened. Should I talk about it? Well, I mean, the woman like involved in it won gold, so yeah, basically. Yeah, my opinion, that original controversy was absolutely freaking like stupid, you know. There you go. Thank you. everyone who spread false misinformation, yeah, I do not freaking get with that, please. Please, just God. Like, I don't know, do I really need to say more, man? I really need to freaking like spend my time elsewhere, as in the freaking U.S. men's basketball team saving itself against Serbia, you know. That comeback win, man. Yeah, and Joel Embiid was a part of it, man. He had a 7-0 stretch by himself, yeah. But like Steph, you know, KD and LeBron were like the true like stars, you know, alongside him. That freaking basically get all the credit. So yeah, just yeah, it's really a nice thing. It was really nice seeing the opinions I've been seeing from just general basketball fans, that they just like seeing this generation of freaking Steph, KD, and LeBron playing together, you know. And like thinking to like 2028, it's like we're gonna miss like we're really really gonna miss these freaking players, right? Like, we're gonna miss them. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be players like Cooper Flagg and Chet Holmgren, hopefully, on the 2028 freaking Olympic team in LA, but I don't know. Yeah, it seems that friggin' LeBron, Steph, and KD kind of spoiled, this generation of freaking NBA viewers, because LeBron's longevity, he is still at 39 years old, almost 40 years old, just carrying freaking the U.S. Olympic team, man. It is kind of crazy. It is, But, shout out to Jokic for friggin' almost pulling it out, man. Almost doing it with him and Bogdanovic. Yeah, Bogdanovic. Shout out to friggin' Jokic for doing it. For doing that. So, it was fun because, I watched the Gills Arena. I'm still watching it. I've watched the Gills Arena friggin' reaction to it live, right? And, just seeing, friggin' the hype going from, the disappointment of, damn, are they really losing this game to friggin' the Team USA making a comeback and Steph Curry with that tree to freaking take the lead, and then them just cheering USA, USA. And then just Rashad McCants just deciding that he wants to root for Serbia. It's just really funny, man. It's just really good. Jason Tatum not playing yet again, Oh man, much to some people's dismay, but at the end of the day, they won the game, so I don't know. It's still been a pretty good summer for Jason Tatum, man. Winning a championship, being on the cover of 2K, being on the cover of Sports Illustrated, signing the highest contract in NBA history, money-wise. It's come on. It's he still had a pretty good frickin', past few months. But I guess, playing well on the Olympic team would have been another, feather to add to his cap, basically. But I mean, most likely the U.S. is gonna end up with the gold medal because they're facing France in the final, and then just some people have been talking about the French team benching Rudy Gobert in crucial moments, and it's okay, all right, okay, let's please, man. Has Rudy Gobert gotten slandered enough, man? It's please. Oh, it's fine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nothing short of a championship is gonna help. But if the Timberwolves win a championship, everyone is just gonna give the credit to Anthony Edwards, and that's a thing, man. That's the thing, man. I don't know. You would think that freaking Rudy Gobert would freaking have some effect on the Timberwolves having the #1 defense in the league, but I guess they don't really get to flaunt that since freaking what Luka did to them in the conference finals. So it's still some significant. I don't know. I don't think the majority of NBA Twitter hates Rudy Gobert as much as Draymond, but I don't know. It's still just it seems like liking a Rudy Gobert is just such a friggin' rarity. It's such a wait, you actually like Rudy Gobert? You actually friggin' defend him? It's you actually think he's a friggin' good player? It's Jesus, man. I don't know. Where I stand. I wouldn't characterize myself as staunchly defending him, but it's I don't know. I also recognize it's geez, why? You're just going so damn hard on this guy, man. Please. How is I don't know, man. He's a rim protector, man. He's I don't know. Stop blaming freaking perimeter defense failing on him. Stop blaming him not being able to keep up with Luka. It's please, man. Please. It's I don't know. His defense is on the interior, man. It's I don't know. Even my non-basketball knowing freaking self kind of knows that. So the final being between France and the U.S. is slightly interesting because if you recall, if anyone recalls, Joel Embiid got a French passport, and that to some people was a sign that maybe he was gonna play for the French national team alongside Wemby and freaking Rudy Gobert, But then when he announced that he was actually gonna play for Team USA, at the beginning of this past NBA season, yeah, which is leading now to freaking the people in France heckling him all the time and booing him whenever he has the ball. Yeah, it's probably going to be a very sweet feeling for Joel Embiid to friggin' stick it to friggin' French fans, basically. when frickin' if slash when, but mostly frickin' when, you know, Team USA, you know, wins the gold. But I don't know, man. Look, man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm. It's not like that I'm unpatriotic or something, but like, what if something happens, man? I don't know. Yeah, by the time this video is out, probably the game will have already happened. So you know, I don't know, man. But hey, if something does happen, just saying. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like part of me, part of my freaking petty hater freaking self is slightly upset that freaking Joel Embiid has delivered in a big moment. I'm just slightly upset at that. It kind of pains me. It really does. But really the most important thing for me, in order to freaking keep my joy in that regard, is seeing Embiid not make it past the second round again. So you know, like you know, there was a post on Reddit. That freaking that just said Joel Embiid apology form, and then I'm like, huh? Like what? Apology? But like, it's like, okay, I apologize for thinking that he wasn't that good in the early games. He wasn't that good, and now he's become really like good and useful. You know, he's been very helpful to the U.S. team. It's like, yeah, thank you, but. It's like, come on, like, can he at least, can he friggin' make it to the conference finals? Like, can he win a championship? It's like, I don't know. Oh man, I mean, he already has a freaking good enough freaking team. He has a freaking pretty damn freaking good team. I feel like he has the best Sixers team since 2019. Yeah, that he talked about with Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris, you know, and JJ Redick and Jimmy Butler. So it's like, okay, all right, let's see if he can do it, man. But that's the thing, though. Like, it's like if he gets injured again, you know, it'll be sad, you know, but it'll also, I don't know, like. It's also somewhat of like, well, he just can't stay healthy. But I feel like this upcoming season is like kind of the tipping point where freaking him, if he does get injured and misses a significant amount of time, like in the playoffs even, especially, right? Like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna freaking turn on him, you know? It's not as if public perception for some NBA fans, mostly like Knicks fans and Celtic fans, mostly them, like, obviously they freaking already hate him. and freaking are just constantly shit on him. But I don't know. I think it's like for like the Zach Lowe's of the world, you know, like I feel like perception of Joel Embiid will kind of turn like in a more sour direction if freaking Embiid disappoints for another year, right? Like, I don't know. Like, the telling thing would be freaking, yeah, like, if Embiid can freaking deliver, like, in the second round, especially against the Celtics, I don't know. It'll be really cool. It'd be cool to see, you know, in an alternate universe, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like, look, I'm sorry. I just have, look, it's how I keep my basketball freaking fandom alive, man. I just need certain things, man. I just need certain things. I want JJ Redick to be a good coach, but I also don't want the Lakers to be a good team. So it's like, I don't really know like where to stand on that, you know. I really wish JJ Redick just took a head coaching job, because he does deserve to be a head coach of an NBA team. He's qualified for it, you know, even if he doesn't have any head coaching experience beyond freaking coaching his 10-year-old son and like other 10-year-olds. But like, I don't know, it's a thing, man. I don't know. How do I reconcile wanting him to be a good coach, wanting him to be successful as a coach, but also not wanting the Lakers to be a good team? Like, how do I reconcile that? I don't know. I don't think that it's as much of a worry, but you know. Oh man, anything else from the Olympics, man? Anything else? Am I enjoying? Yeah, I haven't been watching much of the women's team. Yeah, like they've won 59 straight, right? Yeah, KD broke Lisa Leslie's Olympic scoring record, and like Gilzarita got really confused about it for a second. It's just men. Yeah, Lisa Leslie was the all-time leading Olympic basketball scorer in between men and women, and now it's Kevin Durant. So there you go. I guess so. The U.S. women's team probably yeah, most likely is gonna win gold. And like the finals for both the men's and women's teams are France versus the US. So yeah, it's cool. Man, anything else from the Olympics that I wanna freaking discuss, man? Anything? I'm sure there's a bunch of things. I talked about Carlos Yulo. Yeah, cool. Great for the Philippines. Oh man, just table tennis. Oh my god, dude, table tennis just being so damn intense, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know. Like Asian countries dominating in table tennis. I don't know. Very interesting. just seeing just the freaking insanely like fast like rallies and like the reflexes you need in order to freaking keep up, man. I don't know. Badminton too, right? Yeah, like badminton also like strong. Like the Asian countries have a strong presence there. Oh man. Yeah. It was Djokovic won a gold medal in tennis, right? Yeah, he was crying. It's a big accomplishment for him. Scotty Scheffler, a golfer who got arrested, friggin' the past few months, for like a day based on like a misunderstanding, won Olympic gold, I think. Yeah, so. Oh man, yeah, it's just Simone. Yeah, it should just take more moments to appreciate Simone Biles and freaking her. Just like, yeah. I mean, basically, like, I would assume this would be her last Olympics. Pretty much everyone is thinking that this is gonna be her last Olympics, but I don't know. Yeah, because in gymnastics, like being like her age, being 27 is like being freaking 80 years old. it's the equivalent, It's in both those things, yeah, in gymnastics and in ballet, right? Is that like your careers are just like basically until like your mid-20s, and after that it's like, yeah, like there's no expectation, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I just want to see the men's gymnastics team continue on. I don't know. Like, what if the men's gymnastics team like becomes like a generational freaking thing? What if they become like what if they continue to friggin' like medal at like the consecutive Olympics and the Olympics after that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how young they are. I would assume it's the same case in men's gymnastics too. That you can't really do it past a certain age, right? But I don't know. Oh man. Anyways, so any other things I've been doing, man? I have stuff I've been listening to. So yeah, I've been listening to some freaking music from the One Tree Hill soundtrack. Oh man, yeah. Way back in 2017, like as part of like one of the very first like times I was like buying CDs and like adding to my collection. I have like over like 100 something now, and like counting. But back like when I was like first trying to buy CDs, I bought soundtracks to the shows I was into and watching. I bought the Friday Night Lights soundtrack. Yeah, and then I bought the One Tree Hill soundtrack, and there were 2 volumes of the One Tree Hill soundtrack. Yeah, on the first volume, there's this band called Jack's Mannequin, and yeah, the story of Jack's Mannequin is that it's a side project of another band called Something Corporate, and the lead singer of both of them is this guy called Andrew McMahon. And yeah, the interesting about it is that like before, like as was it like the day like the Jack's Mannequin album Everything in Transit was supposed to be released, Andrew McMahon got diagnosed with leukemia, and then like that became like a thing for him that he had to deal with, right? And then I think like I saw like on YouTube, I went like searching on YouTube and found that like there was a film called Dear Jack. I would assume, yeah, I didn't watch it, but yeah, I just found the channel that had like performances of like the band, so basically, and like that was like one of the videos, like it was like a special like feature or something. So yeah, the album Everything in Transit, by Jack's Mannequin, I've been really freaking into. I don't know, it's just it really, it's an emo album basically, but it's in that like early 2000s-ish kind of thing. It's similar to something like Dashboard Confessional, which is also on the one of the One Tree Hill soundtracks, but like I don't know, just more emotive, like more freaking just yeah, like more like punky, I guess, punkish, I guess. I don't know. It's just really good, man. I don't know. The mixtape is like the song that got featured on One Tree Hill, but like pretty much the whole album I've been listening to like now. I don't know. Just it took me a few years because I remember like I got that, I listened to that song initially, thought it was good, and then in 2020 when I started, you know, downloading a bunch of albums per se, you know, I got Everything in Transit, yeah, and then freaking yeah, and then the other songs on it, but like I have until recently, until like this year, I haven't really listened to the rest of the album, you know? That's because that was like the thing in 2020, is that like I downloaded a bunch of albums and then just like listened to like one or two songs and then just didn't listen to the rest of it because I was just like inundated with freaking new music, and I just wanted the most important thing to me then was just discovering new music and just adding things immediately to my library. But I don't know, now that's not really much the case, so yeah, basically like the other songs on the album I've been really into. Yeah, Bruised, you know, Dark Blue especially, really freaking good song. Near the end, there's a song called Miss Delaney. Just really freaking good, man. Oh, man. I think it's about hitting on an older woman. I think so. Like, who has a boyfriend? Yeah. I mean, literally in the song, it's like, you know, was it? Yeah, where the guy, this Andrew McMahon is singing, "Where's your boyfriend?" to this lady. And then he says, "He isn't up in heaven, so I treat him like he's dead." So it's like, oh man, it's just really, I don't know, it's just a really good thing. Yeah, and the larger point I want to make is that there should be more emo albums and emo bands where piano is like the key instrument, man. Like, we need pianos to come back, like grand pianos, like actual piano, like not keyboards, but like actual pianos. We need them to come back in freaking emo music in full force, man. Like, I don't know. Straight Light Run was another like band, yeah, like the spin-off band of Taking Back Sunday, right? It's like that was also another band that freaking featured pianos, but I don't know, like it's just a cool, like I don't know, if you like, yeah, Andrew McMahon, yeah, like when you see like videos of like Jack's Mannequin songs being played live, like I don't know, it's the same way with Something Corporate. Yeah, I saw like a 30-minute documentary on like, you know, that band, you know, and it's like the way freaking Andrew McMahon just freaking plays the piano and sings at the same time is just like, dude, he gives so much freaking energy, man. He gives so much in every freaking performance, man. Like, they're like seeing the stage setup, there's like a microphone like right in front of the piano and then like a microphone like to the side, right? Because like he stands up like a lot from the piano and then like sings there. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's really freaking cool to watch, man. And I don't know, I guess like the songs have been kind of growing on me. Yeah. And also there's this other, yeah, there's also on the One Tree Hill soundtrack, there's this band called The Honorary Title, which is very like, yeah, it's like Dashboard Confessional in terms of like the name of the band. It's like, it's so like, okay, that's the name of freaking something that's emo, man. The Honorary Title. Yeah. And basically I've been listening to, yeah, the album is called, yeah, the song that was featured on the soundtrack is called Stay Away. Yeah, and then the album that's from is called Scream and Light Up the Sky. Yeah, I don't know. That's also really cool. Yeah, I've been listening to a few more of the tracks, just like a couple more. Yeah, Untouched and Intact, the song after Stay Away on the album, is a really good song. Yeah. It's another like emo type band, but like I don't know if they would call themselves like emo. Like, I don't know. Like the vocalist is very like emo, you know, basically. But I don't know. I guess they're just rock music, but still. Oh man. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, those are like a couple things I've been rediscovering freaking those two bands, and I'm like, wow, actually like these albums are pretty good. Yeah, in terms of new music, yeah, there's a new Porter Robinson album called Smile. and then basically, yeah, I remember, yeah, on Twitter, again, there was like someone who tweeted a song by Metro Station, yeah, called, yeah, Shake It, right? And then the caption Robinson was like white boys don't really make music like this anymore, man. Like we need them to make music like this. And then Porter Robinson was like, look, I'm doing it. I'm like, they do. And then he posted his own song, right? Yeah, a song called Cheerleader, which is on that album. Yeah, and like, dude, that's a song. Like, dude, like that is what also has been missing. We've been missing freaking indie pop that just sounds like that. Like, again, I think like the first time I talked about Porter Robinson, I made a comparison to Passion Pit, but like, I don't know, it's not quite that, you know. It's a way more like EDM heavy to be that, rather than just like general like an indie pop kind of sound. But like, I don't know. I feel like I really just like that sort of sound, man. Like but it sounds like just too. It really does sound like someone who's like, I spend most of my time behind the computer, though. Like that's how it kind of sounds, right? Like it sounds like I spend way too much time online or something, you know. That's like what the music like kind of sounds like to me when I listen to the album. I listened to like the first like what 4 or 5 songs. So yeah, it's like really good. It's basically just like EDM, like, you know, with a very like, you know, upbeat, like bubbly freaking edge to it, but also like talking about freaking, you know, like, you know, like yeah, like very like life affirming, like I said with Nurture, his previous album, but like also talking about like addressing like kind of like hard things, you know, difficult freaking things I would assume he's been through. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Cheerleader, man, that's a really good freaking song, man. Yeah, the song after that, Russian Roulette, you know. Yeah, like he I think from listening to it once, I think he mentions the Pitchfork review of a Jet album, you know. I feel like he like references a Pitchfork review in there. Like, I don't know. He like during the when in the lyrics, I don't know. It's really cool. Oh man, so yeah, that is just what I've been listening to. Yeah, I talked about Third Eye Blind multiple times. Yeah, I'm still into that album, man. I have reason to believe that it kind of is the best rock album of the 90s, man. I don't know. I've been getting a couple new like albums from the 90s. Yeah, and there's this band, you know, there's this genre of music called shoegaze. I don't know if anyone has freaking heard of it, but I did get the like basically just the shoegaze album. Slow Dive. No, I got freaking My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, like yeah. I got that freaking album, Loveless. And then I got an album by The Breeders, Last Splash. I got an album a bit ago. Yeah, I got a Pavement album, Crooked Rain. Yeah, and then I got an album from Blur. Yeah, Britpop is also a genre of music, you know. Blur, Oasis, you know. Suede, Pulp, you know. Yeah, and I got an album by Blur. I got Park Life. Yeah, the first song on there. Yeah, I don't know, really good song. I don't know if I'll like, you know, 90s British music as much as 2000s British music. Like that's such a high bar to clear. But I don't know. I can recognize that there can be like good, you know, good music from the 90s in the UK. But I don't know. Yeah, basically that's been all the music I've been listening to. Should I freaking move on to the Twitter segment? I just have tweets I've liked, so I guess that's what's gonna be the Twitter segment now. Yeah, instead of just naturally like scrolling my timeline, because yeah, my god, I really do need to curate it, but whatever, man. Oh man, don't want to talk about anything else? Yeah, I could talk about the book I'm reading right now. Yeah, I'm reading a book called American Son. Yeah, by this author called Brian Ascalon Rowley. Yeah, but I also wanted to talk about the previous book I read. Yeah, Look Both Ways. Yeah, because that was also like really freaking good. It is one of my favorite books of the year, I think I've read. So, I guess maybe I'll freaking like express my thoughts like way more clearly than I do here in another format, in another medium. I've been thinking about it. Again, I keep on saying, I've been thinking about this. Look, I think about a lot of things. One thing that isn't fraudulent about me is that I do think about things a lot. It's part of the reason why freaking, you know, it's hard for me to put out other videos other than these freaking Let's Plays, because, you know, I've been like, because with these, obviously I don't like think things out beforehand as much, you know. I just have an idea of like, what should I do? What should I talk about for like a minute for the intro, and then freaking get into what I want to talk about? But I don't know. Yeah, anyways, American Son. Yeah, what is that book about? Yeah, it's about two brothers. Yeah, it's about two brothers, and then like the older brother, Tomas, is someone who like sells dogs. Right? He breeds and then he sells freaking dogs and then sells them to celebrities. That's like what the first like part of the story is about. And I guess it follow. Yeah, the main character is the younger brother, Gabe, and then I guess it just deals with both of them. I'm only like 100 pages in right now, so I guess I don't want to totally spoil the friggin' story, but I do want to spoil the previous friggin' book though. I don't know. I guess. If I just want to talk about the most the most interesting thing from Look Both Ways, the previous book I read, I think it's just that I really there is there's a romance in the book. There's a romance in the book between the main character Brooklyn and then another girl, Zoe, right? And I don't know. I just thought that like I don't know. There's been like talk online of like, is there any good freaking like sapphic or slash like girl romances, Is there any one of them? Like, why are the ones that we've been getting in literature so bad? I literally saw that as like the title of a video, right? But I don't know. Like, I would like to freaking add like that like specific romance to like examples of like this is a really freaking good romance or like quote romance that I've read that features two girls together, because I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. There's just I guess that's just a specific thing I wanted to shout out, and so yeah. Just the thing, I guess. So I also really like the theater aspects of it, because it's about friggin' theater and performing and plays, and it was interesting learning about that. It kind of is somewhat like proto Becky Albertalli in a way, but like the book came out in 2016, so like that was like a year after Becky Albertalli debuted, so yeah. Oh man, anyway, should I just move on to the Twitter segment and just try to save my voice as much as possible? Yeah, I guess I should, man. I don't know. I could talk more about the book in that segment. So anyways, here is the Twitter segment. Okay, so going through just a few of the tweets that I've liked in recent days. Someone tweeted, when Vampire Weekend was like, who gives an F about the Oxford comma? It's just like, well, me. And frankly, you should too. If you're not using the Oxford comma, you're messy and you're chaotic, and I don't trust you. Oh man, it's a weird thing. Like, what is the justification for not using it? Yeah, I guess if anyone does not know what the Oxford comma is, it's when you are giving a list of things. I guess I'll correct myself in the post if frickin' this is wrong. But if you are giving a list of things in writing, like I went to go buy eggs, comma, bread, comma, and milk, right, at the store, right? The Oxford comma, the Oxford comma is the comma before, eggs, comma, bread, comma, and milk. It's the comma before and, rather than just saying I went to buy eggs, comma, bread and milk, right? Like that's like the difference. And it's like, I don't know, I just find it weird. I don't know. I guess I would like to look into explanations as to why you wouldn't use that comma. Like, I don't know. It just makes it more clear. It just makes it friggin' more clear that friggin' you would use that, I don't know. Oh man, LL Cool J quote tweeted Merriam-Webster tweeting the definition: comeback, verb to recover from a deficit in a contest or competition. LL Cool J tweeted, don't call it that. Someone tweeted, talking shit about people who win silver and bronze Olympic medals when you don't even have a stainless steel refrigerator as a choice. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, it's hard, it's Noah Lyles like backed his freaking talk up too, and like, Sha'Carri won gold just like what, in like today that I saw in like the women's 4x100 relay, right? And it's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, like it's hard. It kind of would have been slightly freaking funny to clown Noah Lyles if he freaking ended up in second or third in the whole like 100 meter. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that like he won by 0.00 fifths. .0005 of a second. He won by 5 milliseconds, right? Like, yeah, like in track, I think it's the first one whose torso crosses the line wins rather than foot on the line. So it's like, I don't know, man, just an insane freaking ending, man. A literal photo freaking finish where you have to freaking parse it out, man. I don't know. If Tim Waltz steps up and says, Trump's got all your games, why is he around? The election is in the bag. Wow, dude, I talked about a bunch of freaking things and I didn't talk about that. Oh, man. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, what is there what is there to say other than that? It's like, oh man, I've just been getting too much, man. Just too much talk in general, man. I did like when he freaking said, like, I'll debate JD Vance if he can get off the couch. It's like, yeah, funny. Turning 28 next week. I remember when I was 24. The age I'm turning now, and 28 seemed like such an old age. Like your life was over. Luckily, I found out that I was wrong, and that's what 32 is. Oh man, it just keeps on shifting, man. I don't know. I remember being like 21 and being like, people who are 24, and I'm like, yeah, now it's like, oh, that's like in less than 2 months. I know I should freaking celebrate getting older, man. I know I should, but I don't know. It's just mostly a meme. It's like 80-90% of freaking meme with me, okay? Look, man, I am on the older side, like that guy I was talking about previously, like he legitimately was like, what, like, oh god, like I swear, yeah, because if you go on his channel, like the first video was uploaded in 2013, right? Like he's 26, I think, so it's like he's born in 98, so it's like he was 15 or 14 posting that. It's like, damn, I don't know, man. Part of me does regret just like not starting a YouTube channel then, but yeah, like, but also like I think I can be pretty assured that it is just a good thing that I didn't, Oh man, this isn't an insult, but Billie Eilish looks like she would sit next to you in 10th grade algebra and never have her own pencil. So yeah, I mean, really, like, that's not that freaking uncommon a thing though, right? It's like, I don't know, never have her own pencil, dude. Oh yeah, worse than freaking the people who never have their own pencil. The people who like wanted to use mechanical pencils because they just wanted to be different. Remember those people, right? And then they're just like, do you have lead? It's like, come on, man. It's like, I don't know. Like, use a freaking real pencil. Use a real pencil sharpener, man. It's like, come on. What are we doing with this mechanical pencil freaking bowl, man? Like, come on, man. This is like, come on. Honestly, I never got mechanical pencils, man. I never understood it, man. I never understood it. Reminder that 95 degrees and humid is better than 20 degrees and a wind chill. It's like, huh? The account is called Midwest versus everybody who's tweeting it. Yeah. And then someone tweeted, nothing has ever been more wrong. Like, this is the thing. It's like, yeah, because of the VP pick, everyone is celebrating, like, oh my god, it's the Midwest. We're up. Minnesota, man. Yes. Yeah, look at that. Minnesota, man. Just, Minnesota being an extremely well-governed freaking state, just like, free school lunch for public school kids, it's like, I don't know. It's, great. But, like, look, I can't freaking seriously consider moving to Minnesota, man. I can't seriously consider that, It's like, look, man, the winter, man. I can't. There's this thing called winter. I don't want to experience that, to be honest, Like, experiencing rain freaking in Southern California, in San Diego is just enough, right? It's enough for me, man. I don't know. The opposite of a meat lover's pizza. The opposite of a meat lover's pizza is a veggie hater's pizza, which is weirdly the same things. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I more of a meat lover freaking person? Am I? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think I would just like I think mushrooms and olives just add to a pizza a lot. I don't know. I would want them on a pizza, but yeah. I mean, a meat lover's pizza is pretty good though. Healthy zucchini brownies. Did you know that our lives are short and beautiful, and someday they will find your bones and no one will be able to tell from your skeleton what sweetness you stole from yourself? Oh, man. It's about it really is just about making yourself feel good in the moment, but also it's a thing that making yourself feel good in the moment is building step by step towards making yourself feel good freaking about your health journey freaking eventually, like in like what, a year, like a month, 6 months, a year, it's supposed to be like building blocks, but I don't know. Getting a B in a class when it was supposed to be an easy A hurts. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Did I really relate to this when I first liked it? I don't know. Like, yeah, getting a B in a class when it was supposed to be an easy A. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of like examples where that was the case. I don't know. Oh man, my freshman year English class. I don't think that class was an easy A. I don't know. Did I talk about this? Yeah, I guess like another freaking school story. In my freshman year of high school, I don't know, man. It was a thing, man. I don't know. I don't know if I talked about freaking just I didn't really like that class, man. I didn't really like that class because it really wasn't that much of an English class, right? Like it really wasn't an English class because my teacher was like a tiny bit like he was younger, so I guess like he was less traditional. He was basically a teacher that was less traditional, as you'd say. We didn't the only like piece of literature we read in my first semester, like freshman year of English, was Romeo and Juliet. And we didn't even really do an assignment associated with that, like the big assignment associated with that class was this thing called a dream big project. And basically the idea was that instead of freaking like an essay or a paper, things that you would traditionally have in an English class, right? Like my teacher wanted to have this like project to give kids where it's like, look, I want you to figure out at 14 years old, when I started high school I was 13 years old. I want you to figure out, you all of you 14-year-olds out there, like what you freaking want to think about doing as a career. And like I want you to explore like a passion of yours. I want you to explore an interest or a dream you might have. And then I want you to freaking like create a project that illustrates that you've spent at least like 20 hours trying and to develop this freaking passion or like skill or hobby, because like there's the whole thing of like it only takes 20 hours to learn a new skill and be decent at it. I think it was the original conceit of it, that it takes like 20,000 hours to master something, but it only takes 20 hours to just be reasonably good, and like with basketball that's absolutely not the case. But I don't know. And like the thing is, I had nothing for that. I had nothing I had nothing I freaking wanted at that time, like I really don't even know what I would have chosen it like now, right? Like would I have just chosen to like write freaking something? Like I don't know. Would I have just chosen to write like a book? Like I don't know. But like I don't know. What I ended up choosing was animation. And like I don't know. I have a really old video. I think I can find it somewhere. But I have a really old video that's just bad, man, of freaking because like because the final like project like assignment had to be uploaded as a YouTube video, right? And yeah, I guess that is the absolute earliest freaking thing like that I put out on freaking YouTube. But like I don't know, I just don't think, I think like it might be the case where it's like channels or accounts associated with it are deleted, but for good reason. But like I remember just absolutely faking it, man. I remember just absolutely just freaking I was like, here's what I'm gonna do for the video. I'm gonna show me drawing storyboards, and I'm gonna in MS Paint draw freaking frames, and then freaking and I'm gonna draw things in MS Paint, and I'm gonna be like, these are the scenes from the finished animation, and I'm gonna put music over it, man. Oh my god, yeah, man. Just a thing. Here's another freaking, like, story from a school thing. Oh man, it was bad, man. It was bad. Anyways, I don't know how I got from that, to I think it was basically like, it's a class that made it seem like it was going to be an easy class, right? But because that was such a big part of the grade, like, I distinctly remember, like, when I got the report card. I distinctly remember when I checked my grade online, like, early 2015, because this was like when the semester just ended. I distinctly remember when I checked my grade online, it said 69 when frickin' it was next to English, right? My English grade said 69%. And I'm like, I failed, man. Like, how the hell? Like, I failed. Obviously, I turned in just such a fake ass freaking project. Like, oh no. I even showed it to him, like, alone, like, after, like, class, right? Like, after everyone was supposed to show their projects. I was like, I have it, right? I'm supposed to show it, and then freaking, it was just bad, man. It was just bad. And then freaking, but I found out when I got the actual physical report card, and like, after the semester ended, that it actually was a C-. So I'm like, dude, my English, like, even though freaking that dream big project was just, like, I hated it, and just, I did not want to do it, and I just couldn't understand why, like, we weren't doing things that a normal English class would do, as in, like, write, papers, or do actual, like, English related assignments on books or, like, literature. It's like, oh my god, dude, it's like, oh man, it was bad. it was bad. I did not like that class, but, like, it was seemingly like first, maybe certain it was just made for, like, a certain type of person who didn't want to freaking take an English class, but actually, like, would have rather preferred it to be traditional. So I don't know, that's, like, I guess me looping back around, like, what was seemingly like an easy class, but I ended up freaking getting a C- in it. It's just like, I don't know, too much, man. Too much, man. Oh man, I can't wait till they invent mental health too, and then when you're like 60 years old, some 20-year-old is talking to you about it, and you gotta be like, my generation never really talked about mental health too, but I'm ready to learn. Can the sequel be better than the original? Oh man. Yeah, basically, it's basically what I've freaking, just liked in recent years. I don't know. Recent years. It feels like years. I don't know. Anything I can freaking, last freaking second, just, like, find, man. I don't know. I just don't need a Twitter segment for every episode. I know that. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Just things, man. Just, not finding things. I didn't talk about the Not Like Us music video coming out. Yeah, by the way, I don't know. What is there to say? I mean, it's like, wop, wop, wop. It's like, not really much to say, man. It's like, Drake, cool. Kendrick, that shot of him with his family, right? It's like being like, oh, you freaking tried to paint me as an abuser? Well, here's me and my family looking real happy. And then there's another shot of him freaking battering an owl pinata. It's like, okay. Adulting is not doing anything on a Friday night because you worked all week long and you're tired. Oh, man. And then being like, oh no, Sunday. It's like Sunday, the weekend is basically over. I can't do anything on Sunday. Ooh, someone asked, what's your favorite MF Doom song? Yeah. I mean, as it stands now, it's Accordion. I don't know. But I don't know what. I haven't listened to his other albums. I haven't listened to Food, Yeah, I've only listened to Operation Doomsday and Mad Villainy. So, track friends, I have a question. Sydney McLaughlin is the best in the world at the 400-meter hurdles. Would she be able to be a top 400-meter athlete, or does that not translate? Oh yeah, does hurdling translate to just, like, 400 meters in general? I don't know. I would think like hurdling would be a more specialized thing. Like I'd like thinking about it the other way around. Like I wouldn't think Noah Lyles or freaking Sha'Carri Richardson could do hurdles, but like I don't know. I mean, they can do hurdles better than like non-freaking Olympic athletes, but I don't know. Like I think it's just a thing in track that like you have the events that are your freaking specialty, right? It's like I know like the 200 meter, the 400 meter is my event. That's my freaking thing, you know. But I don't know. That's just my freaking layman view on it. iPhone photos will make a little movie of the worst month of your life without permission. Oh man. Oh man. Only God can judge you. Him in the group chat. Oh man. Yeah, okay, alright, okay. I think that's basically it. Should I talk more about, Look Both Ways, since I have some of my voice back? Basically, like, the one thing I wanted to shout out from the book was, like, I thought the romance between the two characters, Brooklyn and Zoe, was, like, really freaking good. It was just really, I really enjoyed just, you know, just how, like, complicated and messy it was. Like, actually freaking, like, complicated and messy, you know? I guess, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm spoiling a book from 2016, by the way, that, like, no one actually watching this is gonna read, you know? It's like, but whatever. Basically, this girl, Zoe, basically, when friggin' Brooklyn first gets to Allerdale, the theater camp that she wants to friggin' be in to improve her acting skills, but by the end of it, she realizes that acting isn't really for her. It's more playing the piano and writing musicals that's for her. So, like, that's basically the arc of the story. So, like, at the beginning, like, when she first sees Zoe, like, Brooklyn sees, like, a tattoo that Zoe has, like, on her back that's, like, partially covered, right? And, like, I don't know, like, there's, like, I don't know, I really love the progression towards them, from them becoming just, like, acquaintances to friends to, like, people who are romantically involved, right? But not necessarily like girlfriends, right? And it's like, I don't know, like there's this one freaking really, really great scene in particular, and like, where basically they go out dancing at like the party, like to celebrate, you know, the midpoint of the theater camp experience, right? And then freaking afterwards they go back to their dorm room they share together because they're roommates. And then Brooklyn, you know, gets to see Zoe's tattoo in full. It's like a butterfly or something. Yeah, like Brooklyn gets to see Zoe's tattoo in full by, you know, like, you know, unzipping part of her dress. And I don't know, I just found that to be like one of the most, like, I don't know, like, it's like, it's a thing I thought about, of like showcasing like intimacy in a story, but like not making it a sexual freaking thing, you know? Like, I don't know, I just thought that was a really freaking like really great freaking moment, man. I don't know. So to me, but I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to read the book if you want to freaking actually know. But yeah, I don't know. Another freaking element to what makes their romance complicated and messy is the fact that this girl Zoe has a boyfriend, and it's like, oh man, dude, I don't know. That's another really great element to it. Oh man, I guess that's all I'll say about it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a really good book. So yeah. Oh man, anything else I want to get off my chest freaking before I freaking go, man? So, in the end, am I a fraud? Yes. I'm a fraud about certain things. I'm not a fraud about others, okay? It's like, yeah. I don't know, man. What can I do about these certain things, man? What can I do, man? I don't know. Should I just have like one final point about like freaking how Gen Z makes videos? I just don't want to be a part of that, man. Like, I don't know, man. I'm fine just making these types of videos with like little to no effort, you know, than making those type of videos. It's like, Oh man, I don't know. I just don't want to make I just don't want to have the format of like, if I want to talk about a TV show in depth, of like, here's me freaking being unhinged about something. Here's me pointing to a conspiracy board I made and holding a microphone. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm somewhat being unique by doing these videos, but like, on the other hand, I am just like calling these just like Minecraft part whatever, but like, I don't know. But if you watch these, like, it's very clear that this isn't really a Let's Play series. It's more like a podcast somewhat, but not necessarily, you know. But I also have the game running, and that's an essential part of it, which is why I had to re-record the friggin' video for last part, you know, after I deleted the recording. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'll get exposed someday, man. I'm preempting someone to make a friggin' exposed video about me. So, you know, hopefully, hopefully I'll have a better freaking response. I don't know. I don't think there's been a response though. Yeah. There really hasn't. I don't know, man. I feel like that PR team needs to get to work. Who can, like, but like, honestly, my opinion on it is like, who cares if he is, man? It's like, who cares? He's still gonna be on YouTube. He's still gonna make videos. He's still gonna frickin' make money. He's still a millionaire. It's like, who cares? Like, honestly, like, who cares? Like, I cared enough to frickin' make it the intro bit, but it's like, honestly, it's like, I don't care about, like, is he finished? It's like please, man, please. I just want to frickin' care about whether Embiid can frickin' make it to the frickin' conference finals, man. It's like, come on. I care about the election, but, like, I can't just make that the frickin' team of the episode. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, it's like, I feel like that's the end, man. Oh, man. Anyways. I feel like that's the end, man. I don't know. I guess as a final thing, I've been reading the Fruits Basket manga past, like, where season 1 ended of, like, the original series and, like, the remake, so it's been really good. Just, like, I was not prepared for how, like, freaking heavy the series can get, like, the manga, you know, and, like, I'm watching season 2 of the anime currently, so yeah. Like, nice final thing to shout out before I go. So anyways, basically, yeah, I guess I'm good. I don't know. I'll freaking put out another video later this month. And then freaking, yeah, I don't know. Just get to 100 soon enough, man. Please. Hopefully no one exposes me by then, man. Please. I want to at least have another... I want to at least have this milestone of 100 freaking episodes before that happens. So, anyways. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Minecraft, and I will see people, hopefully, on the next episode.